One of the hardest things for an empath to do is detach from other people's suffering. But if you don't, it's going to be at the cost of your own well being because stress can kill you. And when you take on other people's stress, that is going to lead to self destruction. Before we get into the message, in case you're new, my name is Kyla, aka Kyla Lightworker. I'm a spiritual teacher and coach. If you need help healing, if you need help shifting your mindset, or you just need guidance or advice, I would love to work with you. My website will be in the description box below. And yeah, make sure you check it out. You cannot save everybody. In fact, you can't save anybody but yourself. And that is a hard pill for us empaths to swallow because we hate seeing people suffer, especially when it's self inflicted, because you know they can change their situation if they change, but for whatever reason, they won't. And it's really hard to watch. It's really hard not to step in, not to feel like I can save this person, I can change this person, I can help this person. But you have to humble yourself and remind yourself you're not God. Only God can save that person, and only God can save them if they call on Him and if they do their part. You have to take a step back and just stop trying to play Captain Save a person. It's not your responsibility. So stop feeling guilty about other people's suffering when you didn't cause the suffering. That doesn't mean you can't still be empathetic. You can be there for that person. You can encourage that person. You can pray for that person. And when you feel called to step in, yes, you can step in, but be careful not to feel like this person is your responsibility. Someone I love has put themselves in an unfortunate position, and it hurts me to see them suffering. And it's hard not to feel their pain. But I know worrying about them is not good for my well being. But then I had to check myself because it's like, if I say I trust God and I believe in His power, why am I trying to play God? Why am I trying to figure out how things are going to work out for this person? They're in God's hands. That's above my pay grade. I know so many stories of empaths who didn't have boundaries and it led to their demise. One of my close friends, her grandma passed away from a health condition, but it was tied to stress. She was constantly putting everybody before herself. She was constantly playing cap to save a person. She was constantly overextending herself, constantly taking on other people's stress. And that slowly killed her. That took a toll on her. Detaching doesn't mean you can't have empathy. It just means you understand that you can't save this person and it's not your responsibility to. And you don't feel guilty for the fact that you can't. Stop trying to be God. Let God be God. Because sometimes you can be such an empath that you are enabling the person. You think you're helping them, but you're actually enabling them. And sometimes you have to step out the way and let God teach them whatever lesson He's trying to teach them. Being an empath doesn't mean being a punching bag, it doesn't mean being a doormat, and it doesn't mean sacrificing your own well being. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, nobody's going to look out for you more than you and God, but no other human is going to look out for you more than you. So you have to put yourself first. Be real with yourself about how much you can handle, how much you can take on. Learn to say no and don't feel bad about it. Because here's the thing, some people will prey on your empathy. So you have to walk in wisdom and don't allow your empathy to override your wisdom. Another thing I wanted to say is when you find yourself worrying about someone else's pain and suffering, instead of worrying about them, pray for them. Because worrying about them isn't going to help them, but praying for them and speaking life into their situation will. And you have to understand, everybody has their own journey to go on. When that person is with you and they're crying and they're expressing their pain and suffering, weep with them, mourn with them, grieve with them. But once you go your separate ways, you have to detach and leave their problems to God. I pray this message was helpful. If it was, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. If you need one-on-one help, I would love to work with you. www.coachwithkai.com. It'll be in the description box. And I love making these videos for you guys. But yeah, until next time, see ya.